All right, everyone, welcome back to TD Fins Talk. Today is July 25th. The entire team has reported to training camp. Football has officially begun. All right. So all football fans, you have a lot to be excited about. I know it's still a little waiting period before real action gets going with preseason, but they have reported to camp to get ready to put that piece of art together, and hopefully that art turns into a nice mural of nothing but Super Bowl images, all right? Especially for our Miami Dolphins. And also, happy birthday shout out to my dad. Today is his birthday. I hope, Dad, you enjoy your annual fishing trip to Key West. Unfortunately, I couldn't be there this year. Got a lot going on my end. But, hey, I'll see you in a few weeks, and we'll get back at it. But, guys, a lot of news coming out of Miami. Not so much with training camp, but a few things that I do want to address and talk about. First and foremost, okay? I'm kind of, mentally, I'm taking a totally different approach right now. We had a story come out, not even a story, but there was a little poll that was done by 50 NFL executives, and those executives consist of, I believe, general managers, coaches, and coordinators and things like that. And they ranked the top quarterbacks in the NFL. They basically ranked the starting quarterbacks from 1 to 32, I believe, okay? Now, they ranked Ryan Tannehill. Watch this, guys. Watch this. You're going to be excited about this. They ranked Ryan Tannehill number 27. Hey! No. I was being facetious, okay? If you don't know what the word facetious is, look it up. No, better yet, I'll go ahead and tell you. It means sarcastically funny, okay? All right. Let's get down to business. But I will tell you before I even get into it, believe it or not, I'm actually excited. I'm excited and happy that they ranked Tannehill number 27 out of all quarterbacks. And let me explain why. First and foremost, he is not the 27th best quarterback in the NFL, okay? Like I said, if I was to give a fair and objective opinion on that matter, I would put him in the mid-teens. Right now, based off of the evidence that we have seen from Ryan Tannehill, I will put him in the mid-teens, and the only reason I won't have him higher is due to injuries, okay? Mid-teens is where I will put him. But some of you may be already asking, and why would you, it doesn't make sense why you would say that you're excited about them being number 27. Here's why I'm excited about it being number 27. Let me sit up a little for this. And you see I got my Tannehill jersey on, so Tannehill, let's go. All right. Here's why I say Ryan Tannehill is ranked a lot higher, but I'm excited that they ranked him number 27. This puts pressure on Ryan Tannehill, okay? If you're a Dolphin fan, you know Ryan Tannehill has just been disrespected like no other by being ranked number 27, but I love it. It puts the appropriate pressure on Ryan Tannehill. That pressure makes this season make or break, okay? One thing I can tell you about Tannehill, this is one thing, if you are a Dolphin fan and you have been watching Ryan Tannehill, the one thing I can tell you about Tannehill is I have never seen this man fold under pressure. I have never seen him play nervous. I have never seen him play as if, oh my gosh, like it's not for him. He has always gone out, no matter whether he threw an interception, I've been nervous I've been nervous at times in Tannehill's young career. I've seen Tannehill throw a pick, and internally, being a Dolphin fan, I automatically feel, given the quarterbacks that we've had of the past, after Dan Marino up to this point, with those quarterbacks we've had in the past, I have been nervous for this man and have felt like he would go out and throw another interception or underthrow or overthrow just because he doesn't want to mess it up. That is the one thing I have never seen that man do. If he goes out and he makes a mistake, Ryan Tannehill comes out and put a bullet on the numbers like no other, as if, hey, that mistake was a legit mistake. It just was a mistake. That's not characteristic of just me. I have never seen this man fold under pressure. Now, some of you skeptics out there will say, well, he's folding under pressure. You know, look at the sacks and this and that. That's not Tannehill. That's a sorry offensive line. Now, I don't curse. I don't curse really, guys. And if I do, it is very rare because I don't like spewing bad language out of my mouth. But for some reason, I just have that urge right now, and I'm going to fight it back, okay? Because just for the being ranked 27th. But Tannehill does not fold under pressure. And that's what I love. And here's why. He has never had the pressure that he is about to have this season in the NFL. And here's why this is going to be his most pressure-filled season that he will have in his entire career, even going forward. Here's why. Number one, if 50 executives ranked him average 27, that means that if Tannehill doesn't get it done this year, what future does he really have in the NFL other than a deep backup? If the rest of the league doesn't believe in him, it's not like he can be a bum this year or play average and the Dolphins cut him and he can go thrive somewhere else. I love that. That's indirect pressure. Now, these executives are cuckoo in the head to believe he's 27, but I love what they just put on our quarterback because this man doesn't fold under pressure. He actually thrives under pressure. He thrives under pressure. Go look at the film, guys. Go look at a mistake, and it's a crucial game, and it's on the line, and the very next throw this man throws is probably a deep, nice completion. 17 yards, 25 yards, whatever it may be. It's not those scary quarterbacks that should be ranked 27 that underthrow the ball, overthrow the ball. That's one thing I can tell you about Tannehill. He is pretty spot on when it comes to throwing that ball. Now, whether or not he has the time to do so, that's a whole nother subject. And I think that plays a lot. That plays a lot into his statistics, his rating, and his ranking. That plays a lot into it on whether or not he is allowed to show his true abilities. Once again, we get a story coming from people who don't even follow it. We get a story coming from individuals that don't even watch the team, don't even watch us actually play our games and know anything about what's going on. All they know is what the other media personnel are saying. Here's what one GM had to actually say. He said, he is one of those guys like Andy Dalton. Don't you ever disrespect Tannehill and compare him to Andy Dalton. But he is one of those guys like Andy Dalton where you wait for them to take the next step, but they kind of just level off. A former GM said, and then a former GM at that. Why are you a former? But anyway, he's been hurt too. They add that in there conveniently. Of course he's been hurt. And Tannehill has taken that next step. Unfortunately, one thing that you have to realize when you say Tannehill is hurt, I hate when people say he's like kind of injury prone and that he's hurt. It's not like he's just running and, oh my gosh, torn the ACL. He's not an Arian Foster out here. I mean, you look at his injuries, direct hits on the knee and different things like that. So stop. A former GM, man. Okay. No profanity, okay? All right. And then another, this one, they're not saying whether it's a GM or who it is, but another person quoted, he has a good arm and is a good athlete, thank you, but similar to Sam Bradford, another comparison, similar to Sam Bradford type deal, he really hasn't done much except tease us and flash a little bit. Wow. He hasn't done much but tease us and flash us a little bit. He needs to be managed like a lot of them do. Let me tell you something about this comment, okay? He has a good arm and is a good athlete. Once again, this proves to me that this person, whoever quoted that, does not watch the Dolphins in depth. They probably cover the NFL and they go off of highlights. They go off of headlines instead of diving in on what's really going on the team. Let me break this down. He has a good arm. You watch film. You're probably somebody who's educated on his draft status whenever he was drafted, that saw highlights that said this kid has a good arm and is a good athlete. Every time I hear somebody say Tannehill is a good athlete, it tells me you don't know much about him. Now, he is a good athlete. But when you stop it at he's a good athlete, it shows me that once again, you probably only know, the only thing you know about Tannehill is the fact that he played wide receiver and he's one of the rare people to play another position and come in the NFL as a starting quarterback. Played wide receiver and was able to transition into a starting quarterback in the NFL, drafted as a quarterback, might I add. That's why whenever they say he's a good athlete, whoever wrote that, you did your draft work, but you didn't follow him throughout the years. And you probably only remember that because of the class that he came in with was heavy on quarterbacks, really good quarterbacks, and you probably had to compare them all. And once again, had him in the back, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, I digress from these comments, guys. Look, this is what they do, okay? But I'm excited about it. Thank you, executives, quote-unquote executives, for putting Ryan Tannehill number 27. It's just more for him to shove down your throat this year. It's just more for him to punch down your face. When Ryan Tannehill has his Pro Bowl-like season, it is going to be a beauty to watch. And I'm holding you accountable, offensive line. Of course, he has his own accountability, but don't give the media any reason to talk down on your quarterback. Please, I am begging you, offensive line. Give the man the protection. If he messes it up, it's all on him. But allow him to. Allow him to be the one that fails. Because if you hold it down, I have no doubt that this man is going to have a Pro Bowl season. Ryan Tannehill is the future of the NFL. Right now, here and now, this is where it starts. Training camp. He actually on his Twitter, if any of you follow Ryan Tannehill on Twitter, he put a little short video of him working over the break with some of the receivers. I know I saw Kenny Step. I mean, just about every single one of them, actually, except Amendola. I think he does his own usual routine. I know he was on that TB12 last year. He wasn't on it, but he was working out with Tom Brady, which isn't really a good look. If you can go work out with Tom Brady, you should be here with your new quarterback working out. But that's another subject. I'm only going to get on you, Danny, if you don't ball out. I don't usually get on people for the things they do unless it shows throughout the season. All right? But he looked real good. It looks like they have a lot of camaraderie. They're looking good together. They're loving each other. They're building that chemistry. I love what I see, okay? But this whole ranking thing excites me, okay? Because Ryan Tannehill has the opportunity of a lifetime, and he has to show up this year. There's no question about it. Everybody that keeps on bringing out these reports that say it's time for the Miami Dolphins to move on. You know what you could... No, let me stop. Once again, I don't want to go left and be pretty mean. Okay, I'm a pretty nice guy, all right? But I'm starting to get there with the media. They're starting to give me, but I'm happy. Once again, I always try to turn negatives into positives. I'm happy that they ranked him number 27. I'm happy that he gets to shove it down their throat this year. Shove it deep down their throat. Okay? So the Miami Dolphins start training camp today. Everyone showed up. From my understanding, everyone's in attendance. I know they have all this national anthem policy stuff hanging over their heads. We'll see what happens with that because they put a pause to it. If you haven't seen my reaction on the national anthem, go ahead and if you're subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Go back and take a look at it. Not too long ago, a few days ago, I put my reaction and my thoughts on it. And if you've seen it, you know what I mean when I say it's time to start playing chess instead of checkers. All right. Not only that, again, to the Sperano family, I did a video on that one as well. May you rest in peace, Tony Sperano. To the family, once again, Dolphin Nation is praying for you as you get through these hard times. So all of our prayers go to you all. Sperano is a member of the Miami Dolphins family. He was a head coach that did some amazing things for Miami, okay? All right, outside of that, I'm excited about this football season to start, guys. These guys are in camp right now, getting it together. They finally pads, you know, all this what is it, voluntary training camp and all of that stuff where everybody, Gay said it best. You look good without pads on. Let's see what they put together when they put these pads on, guys. Dolphin Nation, stand up. This is the time. This is hey, we need to start rallying the troops right now. This is the point of the year where they're putting in those sweat and tears. We got to do the same. More news coming out of Dolphins camp. They're trying to actually build a new practice facility in Miami Gardens, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, which would be huge. You know, I know it was usually in Davie, Nova Southeastern University, practice campus facilities that they had. I believe Dan Marino and a few others got it approved through the city. I believe $57 million or something like that I was reading. But that's a good look as well. It's going to bring a lot more revenue and things to South Florida that they're eligible for. We play in a destination city, all right? Now it's time for our team to show up for the city and give them what we've been preparing for, which is that championship, that Super Bowl, okay? All right, Fins Nation. It's time, guys. Be on the lookout for my defensive video grades, what we expect from those impact players. It'll be coming out within the next few days. If you haven't checked out the offensive video yet, it's worthwhile. A lot of people are giving some great feedback on it. They love it. They've asked for the defensive. I'm working on that now. It takes a lot of research. I want to make sure I have my facts on these players so I can give a fair and objective opinion on what I think they should accomplish this year, guys. All right, Fins Nation, make sure you hit subscribe. Another thing that I haven't said much, share the videos. Make sure you pass it along. Share it on your Facebook. Share it on your social media. If you're a part of any Dolphin fan group, share the video. Bring the fans on, guys. We want to take this journey together. We want to have this a platform where we're full of Fin fanatics. And I'm TD Fins Talk. Peace. I'm out.